means what? System or steps. Bhakti means devotion. So if we're going to cultivate this devotion, this ninefold step process will help us. And what is devotion again? Love for something that is higher than us. And on the highest sense, love for that which you truly are. And we saw the reasons that we're not a body, right? How many of you think you're still a body? Raise your hand after this whole day. Do you still think you're a body? Ravi did. So let's remind Ravi, how can we not be the body? I need 2 volunteers. Or should Yogi answer both? Yogi? Okay, no one's going to answer, so you have to answer. Give me 2 reasons why we cannot be the body.
For example, when you say my body, it means that you're saying my body, right? So you cannot be something that you own. And another reason we can't be the body is because the body is constantly changing. And the mere fact we're able to see that change means that we are something higher.
You see that? Brilliantly said. So 2 reasons were, the body is constantly changing. That's the latter part where he said. So the body that you had when you were 2 is different from the body that you had when you were 25. So if you were to change all the cells, like the cells change every 7 years, what happens to a body? It dies and goes away. So if you were that 2-year-old body, you would have technically been dead by now. Because the body would have changed so many times. The cells would have rejuvenated. So you must be something different or higher. Second reason was what? Tell me, what did he say?
It cannot be something you own.
Exactly. I own this phone. That rhymes. Wow. I own this phone. It is my phone. I own this body. It is my body. The owner can never be the owned. My body, my mind, my intellect. Therefore, I must be something that is part and parcel of it, that gives it energy to move, but something higher, which is G-O-D. I am not God. The essence of me is God. Okay? If we go around saying I'm God, that's like Hitler. Okay? Right? We're not God. Our minds are not God. Far from that. But the essence that allows us to see this world that we live in is God. That is your true nature. Because when you drill down, you get to consciousness. The mere fact that you're conscious allows you to enjoy the world. So you see the relationship of God in your life? Good. So the ninefold ways of discovering Tulsidashti starts with this wonderful chaupai. Bhagati Santana Karasanga. If you want to enjoy tremendous peace and tranquility and success in your life, what is the first step that you have to follow? Pratama means first, Bhagati means devotional step, Santana Karasanga. Write this word down. Satsang. Satsang. Write it down. What does the word mean? Sat means the truth. Sang means the conglomeration or the coming together of like-minded people. How did you guys feel upon meeting your friends here at HSE? Didn't you feel that you shared some sort of camaraderie? Didn't the people here take your mind to the next level? Didn't you feel the love amongst the people as you were trying to untangle the knots of the arms and so on? For those of you who were here earlier playing the games. Didn't you feel that fraternity, sorority, and all that good stuff that comes with being around like-minded people? Right? Santa is not just dedicated to Santa Claus. Because Santa is another word for sant, right? Saint. Saintly people. Who are saintly people in our life? Tell me. People who take us to the next level in the mind. A person who encourages you, a person who takes you to the next level, and a person who cares about you tremendously is a true friend. There are 3 types of relationships in our life. Write this down. This will save you tremendous trouble in life. Okay. First relationship that you'll have is somebody called a friend. Write that down. Friend. Okay. Hey dostati. Okay. Friend. Yeah? Mitra. Okay. Second relationship, acquaintance. Write that down. Acquaintance. Third relationship, enemy. Shatru, it is called in Sanskrit. Who is a friend? A person who takes you to the right places. A person who pulls your socks up when you're going wrong. Can you describe a friendship that's in the Bhagavad Gita for me? The relationship between Arjuna and Krishna. Do you know what Krishna Bhagavan calls Arjuna to get into fight? Huh? No, that's too good of a word. He says, you impotent fool. For lack of a better word. He says, you fool, your duty is to fight this war. Bhagavad Gita is not a book on war, by the way. If Arjuna was a kindergarten teacher, Sri Krishna would have said, I'm not going to say it again, you go teach this class. Okay? He would have said that if he was a kindergarten teacher. But what was Arjuna? A world-class warrior that's supposed to do what? Uphold the law, protect the innocent, and serve the public trust. This is what warriors do. And what was the first directive there? Upholding dharma, or that which you were created to do. A true friend in your life points you to that direction. You know, what is the Hindi or Sanskrit word for wife in Sanatana Dharma? Dharma Patni. Right? Dharma Patni means what? That person who puts you on the path of Dharma. Who encourages you, who makes you a better person, who allows you to one fine day see that which is what? Your true nature. You see, marriage is like this. It's a triangle. Not in the triangle that you're thinking about. Okay, you can laugh. Gosh, laugh. Alright. Triangle is like this, right? Correct? Base angles represent bride and groom on the marriage day. Now, how far apart are the base angles right now? Very far, isn't that true? But as time goes on, what happens to the distance between the sides? They become smaller and smaller. And what happens when the apex is met? There is no difference. Isn't that true? So people who are getting married, right? If they get married for physical looks, they're in for a surprise 20 years later. Okay? Because everyone changes with time. The person that you fell in love with today is not going to look like that 20 years from now. But what should you fall in love with? Their soul. Like Sri Ram loved Shabari. Why? Because of her soul. Right? Bhamini, she was called. Most beautiful. So as they get married, as they live together, what happens? The distance between their likes and dislikes, they even begin to look alike. Have everyone just seen that before? Two people who are married for a very long time, they look alike even. They're confused for brother and sister. And then one fine day, they reach together the top of this triangle, which is none other than peace in their life. Okay? So like that, my dear brothers and sisters, when you meet true friends in your life, understand that they will tell you where you're going wrong. They'll be the first. But you know what happens when you tell people nowadays where they're going wrong? What happens? They say, sayonara. They say bye. Okay? They don't want to hear it. That's how you know you have a true friend in your life. You see me, I can tell you, I probably have 5 friends. Okay? And who is a friend? All you have to do is this. This is the litmus test. You ready? There's only 2 questions you have. 2 things that you have to do. Either get sick. Okay, number 1. You'll find out who your true friends are. or say no to someone. That is the second litmus test. Then you'll know who your true friends are. Second thing was what? An acquaintance, correct? An acquaintance is someone who's known as a fair weather friend. Write that down. F-A-I-R, weather. W-E-A-T-H-E-R, fair weather friend. When the times are good and the sun is out, guess what? That person's riding with you in the BMW, right? Aram se, he's there, riding with you. Yeah? As soon as mom and dad take away that BMW and you're back to your BMX. BMX is a bicycle, okay? As soon as you're back to the bicycle, you can't find that person ever again in your life. And guess what? 99.9% of our friends that we have in our life are fair weather. They're there when the times are good, times are bad, you can't find them. Yeah? What is the last thing I told you just now? Enemy, right? Who's an enemy? A person who takes you to toxic places, allows you to try toxic things that destroy your body, right? And feeds you toxic words. Such a person is called an enemy. And an enemy, according to Shastra, is any parent who does not educate their child. They are also known as Shatru. Okay? So a parent's duty is to educate their child to the best of their ability and then leave them as they grow in their lives. Not leave them, but educate them, equip them. A friend is someone who takes you to the next level. So as you think about the definition of who a friend is, an acquaintance is, and who an enemy is, we really have to introspect on our own lives. And if we're going to be the best individual possible, the most peaceful individual, Pratama Bhagati Santana Karasanga. Know who your friends are and keep the company of those who are good. Okay? If you want to see that Lord one fine day. Yeah? Pratama Bhagati Santana Karasanga Dusari Rati Mama Katha Prasanga. Number 2, what is the second step in realizing peace and realizing your higher self one day? And cultivating such an attitude which will never allow you to be perturbed or disturbed ever again by emotions. Dusari Rati Mama Katha Prasanga. You must, revel in the katha, the story of God. How many of you feel for Maya Shodha when she opens the mouth of Krishna? When she sees the dirt on his mouth and he says, "No, Mataji, I didn't eat the dirt," right? It wasn't butter, it was dirt on his mouth. Open your mouth, let me see. She sees the entire worlds, universes, and all kinds of things. How many of us can put ourselves in Ma Yashoda's position to feel what she felt seeing her baby boy Krishna being something that the world adores? When you can put yourself in these characters' shoes and feel what they're feeling and live your life in accordance to what they went through and the good things that they did, then and only then will you change your life. That's the reason we study scripture. For no other reason. To see how Sri Ram deliberated and the way he acted amongst the people that he met in the forest. And what was the one word, if you boil all the words down of the way he acted in the forest, if you boil all those words down, all of the descriptions, what is the one word that you get? Respect. He respected everyone that he came across. Okay? So if you want to be successful, what was the first thing? Choose your company wisely. Make friends with people who will elevate you. And what are these people called? Sant. Say that word for me. Sant. Saints. Godly people in your life. And what is the second one? Dusri rati mama katha prasanga. You must enjoy and take some time to read the glories of the Lord. What is the third way? Tulsidas ji writes in this doha. तीसरी भगति चौथी भगति मम गुण गण करहि लपट तजिरा. चौथी भक्ति मम गुण करही कपट तजिरा सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणं हरि। Third way, Gurupada Pankaja Seva. Serve the feet of your teachers. What does that mean? Whatever they taught you, you should not keep that knowledge for yourself. What should you do? You should share that knowledge with as many people as you come across. You think, the good thing about Yogi, he might take notes on his iPhone. He's not texting, by the way. He's taking notes. Yeah, it looks like he's texting, but he really isn't. So Yogi, next time. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but the good thing about him is this. After every single session, you know what he does? He calls somebody up and he tells them exactly what he learned. What does that do for him? It reinforces the knowledge in his mind. So if we can do that, I'm not saying make a phone call every time you hear a katha or anything. What I'm saying is, any good thing that you learn, what should you do? Serve. Because your teachers can't be everywhere. Isn't that true? Wherever you've come from, you're going to go back after this camp. Isn't that right? But the highest tribute that you can pay to anyone that you gain knowledge from is to share whatever they taught you. And through sharing, guess what happens? You're giving, isn't that true? And there's great receiving when we give. When you give in life and you give freely, you don't even want anything in return. Guess what? God provides in your life. In the Bhagavad Gita, what does it say? Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Just do some noble work and the Lord provides you the means to live, palan poshan, and He also allows you to keep what you've gained from that. That is the promise given. So in life, you shouldn't be afraid to give. You know why? We often look for monetary returns. Isn't that true? But who is to say that God will not provide you something that is not monetary that will benefit your life? You get in return what you value the most from God. Some people say, wait a minute, I give all my entire life and I'm still poor. But you're rich in different ways. But it's up to you to see those blessings in your life. Okay? So, Guru Pada Pankaja Seva. Serve the feet of the Guru. Tisari Bhagati Aman. This is the third way of bhakti. Chauti Bhagati Mama Guna Gana. The fourth way to feel peace in your mind after falling in love with God? Nay, rising in love with God. When we fall in love, what happens? We fall flat on our face. Falling in love implies kya matlab hai? We fall, isn't that true? Pramad is called in Sanskrit. Not pramod. Pramod means happiness. Pramad means a fall. When we love someone, let's say in that world over there, okay? I'm not saying love is bad. Love is good, okay? If you feel love for another person, that is great. But when love turns into krodha, when you become angry because the beloved is not doing what you want, when you become attached because of emotions that come with the changes of behavior that come with the human psychology of another person, when you become distraught because of the packages that come with the individual that you're inviting in your life, that is where you're falling in love. Understand? But when you're rising in love, that's different. Rising in love means you're taking each other to the next level. Rising in love means you're loving something that is not physical, something that is beyond the senses. Again, falling in love is not the answer. Rising in love with everything that you can see in the world, respecting everyone, and allowing everyone to feel that love that you feel for your Lord. That is bhakti. Okay? Chauti bhagati mama guna gana. Sing the glories of that Almighty God that's everywhere. Karahi kapata taji gan. Don't sing with any crookedness in your mind. You know, some people, they sing, right? They do their bhajans. But while they're singing, they're like, I wonder how much they're going to pay me after this. That is the mantra going on behind the scenes. God says in these words, Sri Ram says, if you have such intentions, the fruit will never be good. If you're a dancer, concentrate on dancing. If you're a singer, concentrate on singing. If you're a cook, concentrate on cooking and don't look for any rewards. The mere fact that you're doing your best there implies what? that whatever you're deserving of, you will meet. Right? Okay? So give up all of that crookedness that comes with singing or doing anything with false pretense. What is the fifth way? Tulsidas Ji writes these words. How many did we see so far? 4. Number 5. Mantra japa mama dhrida vishwasa pancham. What does that mean? Chant my name in the form of mantra. Say the word mantra for me. Manatrayate iti mantra. That which protects the mind from all sorts of distraught thinking that comes with the world. That is mantra. Okay, I'll give you a little joke that will actually make this solidified in your mind. What is the mantra that we chant usually? Om Namah Shivaya. Isn't that true? Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. As a matter of fact, when you're going through tough times, that is the mantra to chant. If you don't believe me again, try it. What is the mantra? Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Good. Now, here's a little story that will help you with this. So one day, there was a person who lived in a big open space of land like this, okay? That person had a ghost on the premises. Now the ghost came up to that person one day and said, give me work or I'm going to eat you. Okay? So the person said, okay, don't eat me. Okay, I want you to paint this fence. He painted the fence quickly. Give me work or I'll eat you. He had to build a ladder. Okay, he did it. Give me work or I'll eat you. Build me another house on this premises. Give me work or I'll eat you. Okay, now paint the house. So he was so distraught. He didn't know what to give this monster anymore. So one fine day, a jnani, a realized master came to his home, a guru. And the guru came and he said, Beta, what's the matter? He said, I can't control this ghost. He wants me to, he tells me he'll eat me and I have to keep giving him work then he'll eat me if I don't give him. Okay? He was frantic, so I'm talking like him. Yeah? So the guru comes and says, Shanti karo. He says, be calm. You do one thing, build a pole. Okay? He told the ghost, okay, build this pole. Tell the ghost to go up and down, up and down, up and down. When the ghost goes up, he says, what does he say after he goes up? Give me something to do or I'll eat you. Go down. Then go up, then go down. Mantra is like this. Mantra is that which we give this little demon over here, which is the mind that constantly agitates us. When you can take some time out and say Om Namah Shivaya, it is like that ghost going up and down. And what happens after a time? It becomes calm again. So mantra japa mama drida vishwasa. And another reason for chanting mantras like Om Namah Shivaya, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, is when you remember these deities, you automatically do what? Imbibe or start practicing the same things that they did. You start smiling like them. You may even start to look like them. Who knows? And they're very, very good looking people, right? Ram and Krishna. So give it a shot. I always believe if you want to be more handsome, right? What should you do? Hand some to organizations that need help, like HSC, right? Hand some donations to them, right? Right, yes, yeah. You guys got the joke, right? So if you want to be more beautiful, if you want to be a beautiful personality, and God doesn't see your outside beauty, it doesn't matter what you wear, it matters who you are. Mantra japa mama drida vishwasa. Inculcate the values of God through chanting His name and cultivate a peaceful mind. Panchama bhajana so Veda prakasha. And the Vedas say that this is a very wonderful technique. Number 6, Chata Damasila Birati Bahu Karma. Everything that you do in this world should have body control. Seal means you must develop a good character. And Birati means that you must have Vairagya. What does Vairagya mean again? Review. Virag means what? Without likes and dislikes. If it rains, don't curse the rain. What did Bob Marley say? Those of, what is the famous saying that he says? There's a difference between some people get wet by the rain and some people feel the rain, or something like that. He's referring to music. How should we be in even rain or sun? We should be equanimous, right? Samma dukkha sukha kshami, chapter 12 verse 13 of the Bhagavad Gita. If you can be equanimous in good times and bad times, you are the winner in life. Chata damasila birati bahukarma nirata nirantara sajjana dharma. And if you're going to be a successful person, you must do what? Act like a person who's in line with dharma. And a classic example of this, very quickly we'll see in the Bhagavad Gita what exactly is the sign of a person who's practicing dharma. Ready? Samashatro cha mitre cha tatha manapamanayoho shitoshna sukha dukkheshu samasanga vivarjitaha tulya nindastutir mauni santushto yena kenachita aniketa stiramatihi bhaktiman me priyo naraha. If you want to be in line with dharma, sama shatro cha mitre, you should be the same whether that person's an enemy or not. You should never hate anyone because you think of him to be what? A person who doesn't follow your beliefs. You should never be too friendly with anyone in this world. Why? Because they have their own mind, and with their own mind comes changes. Understand that no matter if it's your wife or husband, that person's going to leave you one day. How? Voluntarily or involuntarily. You must be having, in the Christian faith, right? What do they say at the altar? And the priest is there reading the vows and, what do they say? Until death do us part. Even they understand it. But sometimes we overlook it. Death will come one fine day to all of us. So we will leave, right? Samakshatro mitrecha. Be equanimous even with friendship and enemies. Don't, have enemies in your life. But don't be disturbed by them. Manapamanayoho. Be balanced in respect and disrespect. Shitoshna. In heat and cold. Sadness and happiness. And do not be too attached in this world. And what does it mean to be attached? When your emotions get the best of you. If you have to be angry at someone, okay? That is a good way of disciplining someone. Like parents, right? Parents are angry at children not because they hate kids, because they want to discipline them. But it becomes a problem when they allow the anger to eat them alive within. That is called attachment. When you let your emotions eat you so much that you cannot sleep. Yeah? That is a sad thing that happens. Tulya ninda. whether a person is being respected or disrespected again, santushto yena kena chita, he's happy regardless. Aniketa stiram matihi, a person who has a balanced mind and a person who is homeless. What? We should be homeless? No. A person who doesn't consider anything to be his. Tell me what is ours in this world. Huh? Tell me what is ours in this world. Is this phone mine? Really? I may say my phone, but do I own it? You know what ownership means? I will have this in my possession forever. Does anything that we own fit that category? All the homes, the money, the palaces, your anxieties, your depressions, upon death will be left right here. And the only two things that we really own, you know what those are? Good deeds and bad deeds. Those of you who serve society selflessly, those of you who help other people in life, HSC, they sacrifice so much. Do you know how much went into this camp? I can only imagine. Because I myself conduct camps like this, and right here, Labor Day last year, after Memorial Day camp, we were here again, Nikunji. And we did the whole chapter 9 of the Bhagavad Gita, a group that I brought here. And tremendous preparation goes on. And when anyone sacrifices for the sake of something higher and the upliftment for others, guess what? They gain tremendous punyas, or merits in this life. That person becomes santushtaha, happy. He understands that he doesn't own anything, and he is fully aware and focused in his mind. Such a person is dear to Sri Krishna. So all of those actually fall under the category of dharma also. What is the 7th and 8th step? Tulsidas Ji writes in this chopai. Satava sama mohi maya jagadekha, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Mote Sant Adhik Kari Lekha, Shri Ram Jaya Ram. Atav Jatha Labha Santosha, Shri Ram Jaya Ram. Sapne nahi dekhi par dosha, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Satava samamohi maya jagadekha. And if you want to feel at peace with yourself in line with bhakti, see me in everything that you see in the world. And there's a very famous verse, I won't get into it. But Sri Krishna says, see me in the taste of water. See me in the strong. See me in the virility, the strength of people. See me everywhere you go. Imagine if you can start seeing every single thing in the world as existence, as God. How would we treat other people? Even the worst of people in the world, if they came to you. You would treat them good. At the end of the day, treating a person in a negative way only takes you away from God. You know why? Because you're not seeing what is the true essence of that person. This Om that's on top allows a mind either to be saintly or that of a sinner. It depends how that person chooses to use the mind and body. And in the last class, I mentioned the word that I did not define. Integrated personality. Remember? What does it mean to be an integrated person? A person who is governed by his intellect and not a person who is governed by his mind. What does it mean to be governed by the intellect? Tell me. When you make conscious, right choices for yourself and other people. What does it mean to be governed by the mind? When you run every day basically on instinct. You know this mind is very instinctual, right? If you have a monkey, right, and a boy, and a person holding a bowl of grapes in front of the monkey and boy, what is the monkey going to do that the boy will never do because he's trained properly? The monkey will attack the person with grapes and eat the grapes without even blinking an eye. But the boy will see the grapes and do what? He'll think and he'll ask, may I have the grapes? That is what you call an integrated personality, when the intellect governs the mind. But the monkey mind, the mind is governing the intellect. Don't make that mistake, okay? What we should do, see God everywhere and work that way. Sattva sama mohi maya jagadeka. See God everywhere. Mote santa adhika kari lekha. And see what? Greatness in saints. In any Mahatma that you have the pleasure of being next to, like that Mahatma there, or Chinmay Nandaji, you should consider them to be greater than God. Because what's the word we learned earlier today? Narahari, right? These great people sacrificed their lives to bring us happiness. Therefore, we see them higher than God. Why? Because they introduce God to us. There's a very famous Kabir Doha, Nikunj ji. I forget the actual Doha, but it says something like this in English, that if Krishna and Guru were to stand in front of you, who would you bow to first? Right? We would bow to Guru. Why? Because Guru takes us to Krishna. And whatever the Guru says to do, we do it. Why? Because it is the best for us. Okay? So, Mote Santa Adhika Kari Lekha. See Guru or saints to be the highest. Number 8, Atava Jatha Lava Santosha. Number 8 is this. Be content with whatever you get in life. Whatever you get what you deserve, and you deserve what you get. Just write that down. You get what you deserve, and you deserve what you get. You must be content with that. Always striving for better, but be content.